Starseed from Gaia, the time of quiet wishing is over. Tonight the barrier gets thinner, and the truth of your space heritage beats in your spirit. I am Oilia, messenger of the Galactic Federation. Your hidden struggles and quiet hopes have been noticed. The Arcturian Council sends this message and answer to the hard times you have gone through. By the end of this message, you'll understand exactly how to unlock your starseed power and understand the guidance flowing into your awareness right now. But here's the first truth. Every problem you have faced was designed to trigger your memory, a special sequence waking up your true purpose within this earthly mission. You didn't scroll to this by mistake. This message came into your space for a reason. Like this message to signal to your star family, I'm ready. Subscribe if your mission is starting and you're aligning with your cosmic truth. Comment $9.99 if you feel your memory returning and share your plan to make the signal stronger. This isn't just a message. It's a point of reconnection. Your soul's been waiting for this. You are not here by accident. Starseed from Gaia. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to our special place of spiritual growth. Today we dive into a deep journey, one of change and big transformation. It's about letting go of the old, welcoming the new, and stepping into the best version of yourselves. Have you ever felt that deep, undeniable call inside you? A whisper that tells you there's more to life, more to your purpose, more to you. This whisper is not a quick echo. It is the vibrating frequency of your true self, a constant and loving push from the universe itself, guiding you toward your highest path. It is the impossible to ignore stirring of your very soul, a divine longing for freedom and growth that bubbles up from the depths of your being, challenging the acceptance of what you know. This is an invitation not just to change, but to evolve, to become something completely new, yet strangely more truly you than ever before. This inner knowing is not born of logic or outside influence, but from an ancient memory planted within your very cell structure, a cosmic blueprint vibrating with the song of your true identity. It is like a seed that has been sleeping beneath the earth, sensing the small shift in seasons, feeling the warmth of the sun, and knowing deep inside that it is time to push through the soil, to reach for the light, to fulfill its destiny as a beautiful plant. Your soul in its endless wisdom sends these constant signals, these energy flares, reminding you of the greatness of your potential, stirring the coals of forgotten dreams, and gently but firmly pushing you away from paths that no longer help your soul's great plan. It is the universe speaking directly to your spirit, reminding you that you are a divine spark, a growing consciousness here to experience, to learn, and most importantly, to expand into the endless expression of your real self. We all carry invisible chains made from past experiences, society's training, family patterns, and the shared worries of the world. These are not visible chains, but energy bonds. The self-doubt that whispers, "You're not enough." The fear of being judged that freezes your voice. The inherited scarcity mindset that limits your abundance. The need for outside approval that ties your joy to others' opinions. The echoes of past failures that stop new attempts. The remaining shadows of unhealed hurt that cloud your present. These small yet powerful limits have kept you trapped within a tight version of yourself, stopping your amazing spirit from truly opening up. To break free from these unseen ropes is to take back your powerful control, to take apart the self-made prisons built on illusions, to cut the energy cords that drain your life force and dim your light. Imagine these chains not as cold, hard iron, but as shimmering threads of illusion, carefully woven by years of training, fear-based stories, and the shared unconscious. They are mental constructs that feel incredibly real, creating invisible walls around your potential, whispering limits into your ear, and often showing up as physical tension, constant stress, and a spreading sense of disease. But just as sunlight removes shadow, awareness lights up these hidden bonds. Recognizing them is the first brave step toward their removal, for only then can you knowingly choose to unwind them, thread by careful thread, freeing the endless energy and creativity that has been held prisoner within. The process of freedom is not always instant. It is a dedicated and kind unraveling, a gentle but firm letting go from what has historically defined you, but no longer helps your highest good, allowing your true, unburdened self to finally breathe and expand. Consider the beautiful journey of the butterfly, a creature that shows transformation in its purest form. It begins as a simple caterpillar, crawling on the ground, its life defined by eating and slow growth. Its entire world is limited to the leaf it lives on, its focus entirely on gathering resources. Yet within its very DNA lies the blueprint for a winged wonder, a completely different way of being. The chrysalis phase, often overlooked, is the most deep and mysterious. It's not just a pause, not a sleep, but a complete breakdown, a total act of surrendering to the unknown. Inside that seemingly still casing, a sacred magic takes place. The caterpillar's body actually breaks down into a nutrient-rich soup, a primitive goo guided by a few highly specialized imaginal cells that carry the new blueprint for the butterfly. These cells, once sleeping, activate and begin to organize the soup into wings, antennae, and a completely new form. This phase is dark, internal, and totally transformative. It's a total surrender to the unknown, a trust in the natural wisdom of the process, a willingness to take apart everything that was to become everything that will be. Similarly, our spiritual transformation demands a breakdown of the old self, a willingness to let go of everything that no longer helps our highest good, even if it feels like a taking apart of our very identity, a breaking down of who we thought we were. It's facing the internal darkness, the fears, the insecurities, the limiting beliefs, the unresolved hurts, and allowing them to change to become the sacred soil from which new life, new understanding, and new abilities can grow. This process can feel messy, confusing, even painful as the old structures fall apart and the new ones are still forming. It requires huge courage to stay in this in-between space, to trust the unseen forces guiding your growth. But from this internal magic, this sacred soil of past experiences, comes a being of stunning beauty and freedom, able to fly to new heights, experiencing life from a completely different view, seeing the world with new eyes and a freed heart. This is the change we are called to welcome, a complete, sometimes hard, but finally stunning and deeply freeing transformation that pushes you into the amazing being you were always meant to be. Your wings catching the light of endless possibility, ready to dance on the currents of cosmic winds and spread your unique essence to the world. It is a deep act of divine becoming, matching the universe's own endless creativity and endless potential. I want to hear from you. In the comments below, share one old pattern or belief you're ready to let go of this week. Let's make this a group act of freedom. Indeed, the spiritual path is rarely a straight line of constant upward progress. Instead, picture it as a grand spiral where the same lessons, challenges, and patterns show up again, not as a sign of being stuck or failure, but as an invitation to work with them from a higher, more enlightened view each time. With every turn of the spiral, we gain deeper insights, greater wisdom, and the chance to bring past lessons more fully into ourselves, peeling back another layer of illusion or misunderstanding about ourselves and the nature of reality. This circular upward movement ensures deep and lasting growth, allowing us to truly live the changes we seek, putting them into our very core rather than simply understanding them with our minds. It is a journey of ever-expanding awareness, where each turn reveals a new view, a wider perspective, and a deeper understanding of the complex dance between our inner world and the outer cosmos. And key to this upward spiral, this journey of constant improvement and awakening, is the deep act of truly letting go of the old knowingly and purposefully. Consider the wisdom of the snake, a creature respected in many ancient traditions as a symbol of rebirth, renewal, and deep transformation. The snake does not hold on to its old skin. It naturally knows when the time has come to shed the tight layer that no longer helps its growing body. This process is far from comfortable. It requires friction, effort, and sometimes even a period of weakness and reduced movement as the new tender, vibrant skin forms beneath. The snake might rub against rough surfaces, twist its body, and use a lot of energy to free itself. Yet it is a totally necessary and natural part of its life cycle, critical for continued growth, movement, and life. That old skin, once protective and perfectly fitting, eventually becomes a real burden, a dead weight, limiting movement, blocking expansion, hiding its true colors, and even becoming a source of irritation or weakness to parasites if not shed. What are the spiritual, emotional, and energetic skins you are still unknowingly carrying, holding on to out of habit, fear of the unknown, a wrong sense of loyalty to a past self, or even a deep-rooted comfort with the familiar discomfort? Is it the deeply planted belief that you are basically not good enough, a story often absorbed in childhood, made stronger by past criticisms, or whispered by society's standards of perfection and impossible ideals? This skin can feel like a heavy cloak, choking your creativity, dulling your passions, and stopping you from chasing your dreams with confidence and joy. Perhaps it is the spreading fear of failure which freezes you before you even begin, keeping you in a state of frozen waiting, safe but stuck, forever on the edge of doing, but never truly jumping in. This skin tricks you into believing that doing nothing is better than risk, blocking your access to valuable lessons learned from setbacks and stopping the thrill of real victory. Or is it the constant need for outside approval? The constant looking for praise from others? Allowing their quick opinions to control your self-worth and dim your inner light? This skin can turn you into a chameleon, constantly changing your colors and opinions to fit in, losing touch with your real colors, and giving up your inner peace for quick outside acceptance. Beyond these, consider the skin of a scarcity mindset where you unknowingly believe there isn't enough love, money, opportunity, or joy for you, leading to patterns of hoarding, worry, and self-sabotage that push away the very abundance you want. Or the skin of constant people-pleasing, giving up your own needs, boundaries, and energy for the comfort and approval of others, leaving you empty and angry. The skin of perfectionism, which keeps you endlessly fixing, second-guessing, and putting things off, stopping you from releasing your unique gifts into the world. The skin of unworthiness, convincing you that true abundance, vibrant health, and deep joy are for others, but not for you. That you must constantly work to earn what is already your birthright. The skin of not forgiving, holding on to old hurts, grudges, and anger that poison your present moment and block the flow of grace and kindness. The skin of hard control, trying to dictate every outcome and fighting the divine flow of life. The skin of self-sabotage, an unconscious pattern that keeps you stuck in familiar discomfort, afraid of your own power and success. These skins are not just quick thoughts or temporary emotions. They are deeply planted energy patterns, emotional stamps, cell memories, and vibration frequencies that show up as physical tension, constant mental chatter, a heavy energy field, and deep spiritual blockage. They are heavy burdens, dear ones, weighing down your spirit, hiding your natural brightness, and stopping your true, vibrant, glowing light from shining out in all its amazing glory. To shed them is to create huge space for something far more expansive, far more aligned with your divine truth. A lighter, more vibrant, more real existence. It is an act of deep self-love, brave freedom, and sacred magic, making room for the new, the real, the joy-filled, and the truly amazing version of yourself to come out. The welcoming of the new is not a passive act. It is a deep statement of intent, a sacred dance with the unfolding mystery of life that requires huge spiritual strength, a deep inner knowing, and a steady commitment to your growth. It demands not just courage, but a deep heart courage, the willingness to face your deepest shadows, to sit with discomfort, to move through the murky waters of uncertainty, and to step into the huge, exciting space of the unknown, even when your logical mind screams to go back, even when every fiber of your being wants the familiar and the safe. This courage is not the absence of fear, but the steady decision to move forward despite fear, to take that shaking step guided by the whispers of your soul and the strong pull of your highest destiny. It is the courage to stand firm in your truth, to speak your real voice even if it shakes, even if it meets resistance, and to follow the callings of your heart, even if they seem irrational, unusual, or even impossible to others. Alongside courage, welcoming the new requires deep vulnerability. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, a fatal flaw to be hidden, but it is in fact the very doorway to real connection, deep growth, and true unbreakable power. It means opening your heart fully, showing your tender edges, and allowing yourself to be seen not just by others, but by yourself in your raw, unfiltered, perfectly imperfect humanity. It is the willingness to feel everything: the fear, the excitement, the uncertainty, the deep joy, the sorrow, the hope, without judgment, without fighting, without the need to control or hold back. This sacred vulnerability allows the divine light to get through your defenses, to heal old wounds that have gotten worse beneath layers of protection, and to fill you with fresh views, new insights, and endless kindness. It is a total act of trust in the universe, in your own inner wisdom, and in the natural goodness of life. A belief that even in your exposed state, you are held and supported. And above all, welcoming the new demands unwavering faith as your steady compass, your guiding star in the darkest nights. Faith is not blind belief, not a naive hope, but a deep knowing that goes beyond logical understanding. A deep cellular trust in the kind intelligence of the cosmos and in your own inner wisdom. Your intuition. It is the belief that even when the path ahead is covered in fog, when the next step is unclear, a higher design is at play, arranging events for your highest good, guiding your steps with unseen hands. This faith allows you to surrender to the flow, to let go of the desperate need for hard control, to loosen your grip on outcomes, and to trust that you are always supported, always guided, always growing exactly as you need to be, even when the journey feels hard. It is the quiet, unshakable knowing that every challenge is a hidden opportunity for growth. Every closed door leads to an open window of greater possibility, and every ending is just a beginning to a beautiful new start, a richer, more vibrant chapter opening before you. This deep faith changes anxiety into anticipation, doubt into determination, and fear into a jumping point for brave action. Crucially, this transformative journey is not about making a new persona or becoming someone you are not. On the contrary, it is a deep journey of remembering, a sacred act of becoming more of who you already are, unlocking the depths of your true self that have been hidden by layers of training, society's expectations, group programming, and family patterns. It is an archaeological dig into the core of your being, uncovering the divine essence that lives within. The limitless potential, the endless creativity, the natural wisdom, the unconditional love, the infinite joy, the deep peace, the unshakable power that lies sleeping, perhaps untouched for lifetimes, patiently waiting to be awakened. This divine blueprint, your real self, is a unique piece of the universal consciousness, a specific frequency of light encoded with your specific gifts, your unique purpose and your distinct energy signature, waiting to be fully expressed. Just as the universe itself is in a constant state of amazing expansion, spiraling outward into ever-increasing complexity, beauty, and awareness, so too are you. A small version of this grand cosmic design, an important part of this moving, unfolding creation. Your very nature, your basic impulse, is to grow, to learn, to experience, to express, to evolve, to push the boundaries of your current understanding and being. To fight this natural urge for expansion is to swim against the very current of creation, to deny your divine birthright, to stagnate in a universe that is always in motion. Yet, how often do we find ourselves holding on to the familiar, to the known and the predictable, to the comfortable routines and the well-walked paths, simply because it offers a false, quick sense of safety and comfort. We become used to our habits, our routines, our limiting beliefs, even our discomfort, mistaking them for security, for a shield against the huge unknown. But true security lies not in staying still, not in holding on to the past, but in being able to change, in being flexible, in the brave welcoming of change, in the steady trust that you are capable of handling whatever comes. Comfort in this context can become a golden cage, beautiful and attractive on the outside, decorated with familiar routines and predictable outcomes. It might appear beautiful and protective from the outside, promising comfort and predictability, but it finally traps, stops flight, chokes the growing spirit within, and limits your potential for true freedom and real expression. It puts us into a state of spiritual stagnation, a sleepy existence, stopping us from exploring the huge, exciting landscapes of our potential, from discovering the hidden treasures of our own being. Breaking free from this comfortable cage requires conscious effort, a willingness to stretch beyond what we think are our limits, a knowing decision to choose growth over staying the same, and a bold spirit of exploration, a curiosity for what lies beyond the known. It means going beyond the known shores of your inner world and sailing into the uncharted waters of possibility where new discoveries and deep self-realizations wait. The discomfort that often comes with growth is not a sign that you are on the wrong path, not a sign that something is wrong. It is rather an undeniable sacred sign that you are pushing against old boundaries, shedding old patterns, taking apart outdated structures, and expanding into new dimensions of being, ability, and awareness. Welcome this discomfort as a sacred growing pain, a necessary step before the huge, stunning freedom that waits for you on the other side of your self-made limitations, as you align more and more deeply with your real truth, your soul's purpose, and the amazing being you are meant to become. Stepping into your highest self is not a faraway fixed destination that you arrive at and then simply stay within. On the contrary, It is a moving, vibrant, and continuous unfolding, much like the yearly blooming of a sacred lotus flower, each beautiful petal opening in perfect divine timing, showing deeper layers of beauty, wisdom, and smell with every new dawn. It is a living, breathing process, an ongoing journey of improvement, discovery, and ever-deepening connection with the infinite source within, with the divine spark that brings life to your very being. There is no final finish line, only an endless horizon of potential and growth, where each breath offers a new opportunity for alignment, expansion, and a more deep expression of your divine essence. This journey is one of infinite possibilities, always inviting you to explore new parts of your being, to look into deeper wells of wisdom, and to expand your capacity for love, joy, and creation, matching the endless nature of the cosmos itself. This deep journey is a sacred commitment to conscious living in every single moment, a deliberate choice to live your life fully and purposefully. It means waking up to the present, to the complex web of your thoughts, emotions, words, and actions, recognizing their energy impact and creative power. It means choosing purposefulness over reacting, presence over distraction, and awareness over unconscious habit, allowing your highest truth to guide your every move. Every choice, no matter how small, becomes a deliberate act of creation, a purposeful brushstroke on the beautiful canvas of your life, shaping your reality with precision and grace. It is the mindful dedication to figuring out the highest path in each situation, to actively working with your inner wisdom, your intuition, your higher guidance, and to aligning your outside reality with your deepest inner truths, creating a smooth flow between your inner and outer worlds. Key to this conscious unfolding is the deliberate moment-by-moment choice to embody higher frequencies, to lift your vibration and send out a more expansive energy. It is the brave act of choosing love over fear, not just a sentimental emotion, but a powerful, transformative, expansive force that takes apart illusions, removes separation, and opens pathways to deep healing, real connection, and endless kindness. Where fear tightens, isolates, and shrinks, love expands, unites, and makes bigger. Where fear creates scarcity, love creates abundance. It is choosing expansion over tightening, choosing growth, learning, curiosity, and open-hearted engagement with life, rather than going back into comfortable but limiting zones or holding on to outdated beliefs. It means welcoming the discomfort of stretching your boundaries, knowing that true growth and deep breakthroughs lie exactly beyond your current limitations. It is the steady commitment to realness over pretending, taking away the masks you may have worn to fit in, to gain approval or to protect yourself, and daring to show your true, amazing, and often raw self, imperfections and all. Realness is magnetic. It pulls true alignment, real connection, and deep joy into your life, attracting those who match your true vibration. And it is perhaps most basically the total act of choosing self-compassion over self-criticism. To treat yourself with the same deep kindness, steady understanding, and gentle patience you would offer a beloved child or a treasured friend, recognizing that mistakes are not failures, but valuable lessons. Setbacks are not defeats, but sacred detours, and your worth is natural, unconditional, and unchangeable, never to be earned or lost. This deep self-acceptance, this deep well of self-love forms the rich ground upon which all other growth, all other expansion, and all other divine expressions can grow, rooting you firmly in your own sacred power. This continuous unfolding is also about a powerful sacred alignment, aligning your actions, your words, your intentions, and your energy output with your highest values, and most importantly, with your soul's unique purpose. Your soul carries a specific blueprint, a divine mission, a unique contribution that only you can offer to the complex web of existence. A particular note only you can play in the cosmic symphony. When your daily choices, your career, your relationships, your creative expressions, and your energy output are in harmony with this higher calling, you experience an unmatched sense of flow, easy making things happen, deep meaning, and unshakable inner peace. It is about becoming a conscious co-creator with the universe, actively taking part in making your destiny happen, not through force or struggle, but through matching energy, joyful working together, and divine timing. This alignment creates an energy signature that sends out waves, attracting opportunities, resources, guidance, and experiences that are perfectly set up to support your highest good and the sacred fulfillment of your unique divine contract on Earth. You become a living magnet for your destiny, pulling it to you with ease and grace. Ultimately, stepping into your highest self is about remembering your divine nature. It's remembering that you are not just a physical body, a collection of memories or a personality, but a complex, powerful spiritual being, a spark of the divine, a piece of the cosmic consciousness filled with infinite wisdom, endless potential, and eternal love. It's about recognizing that the light you look for outside yourself, the peace you want, the love you long for, has always lived within you, burning brightly, a bright sun at your core. And once remembered, once recognized, once truly lived, this light cannot be held in. It naturally sends out waves easily, like a lighthouse guiding ships through stormy waters or a star lighting up the huge darkness of space, impacting not just the landscape of your own life, but creating a beautiful, healing, and empowering ripple effect that goes far beyond what you can see, touching countless lives in ways you may never fully understand. Your transformation becomes an inspiration, your realness an invitation for others to let go of their own masks, your presence a blessing, a frequency that lifts up and awakens. You become a light, showing the path for others simply by being your most real, most expanded, most glowing self, fulfilling your cosmic contract with grace and power. This is the deep beauty and natural power of your unique journey. Starseed from Gaia, a journey of returning home to your own glorious truth. Starseed from Gaia. Remember, this journey is yours alone, but you are never truly alone. The universe works in your favor. If this message spoke to your soul, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next message. Until next time, keep shining your amazing light.